Say hi.
Hello.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a really long time. A lot has happened and this is just like a massive update slash what the hell has been going on. And yeah, Jack is back on my channel.
Hello.
Begrudgingly, but I managed to jack him back in. And I don't really know what to say.
You have created life. We have created life.
Yes, I am pregnant. I found this tag.
Don't be too
Found this tag online, the pregnancy tag, which I'm going to go through with like some questions. So I'll go into more detail. But I kind of wanted to like do a kind of like different. Well, obviously it's like a normal pregnancy thing, but there's a lot of like different situations that is happening surrounding the pregnancy, which I wanted to go into more detail about.
Challenges?
Yeah, so there's
lots of hurdles.
There's lots of challenges surrounding this pregnancy. It's not like a conventional, like, happy family. Obviously, we're very happy, but it's presented its own difficulties, and I think it's an interesting insight for me to go into more detail about that. But I don't know if this video will be the time. But basically, it's just been kind of difficult. We found out we was pregnant in November, October? Early November, and obviously it's now February. So since then there's been a lot of different things that have happened. So we've had to move out of our shared accommodation for different reasons. And we're staying with family at the moment and trying to look for our own place. But obviously being a student and stuff, that's also kind of difficult. So
we like to do things easy though, so it's fine.
Yeah, so there's that, obviously the challenge of that. And I am still in uni trying to finish my dissertation whilst also suffering from morning sickness, which has been fun. I've had it really, really badly. I actually have filmed some like updates throughout the pregnancy, which I'm not sure how I'm going to upload, or if I'm going to upload it as one whole thing or like separately. Just I thought it would be quite fun to see like how I've changed and like how my mental state and stuff like, and different like things that I've had to deal with throughout it. So there'll be more information on that coming soon. But yeah, I was diagnosed with I don't know how to say it. Hyperemesis gravidarum.
Yeah.
It's basically the worst kind of morning sickness that you could possibly get. I think Princess Kate had it.
It's the thing Princess Kate has.
Yeah, which everyone apparently seems to know about except for me. But I have it kind of under control now, which is a positive, and yeah, hopefully that is settling down. So I'm going to get on to the questions now, because I don't want the video to be too long. Let's see. And then there's like going to be more details and stuff. Months are you? So we are 4 months. I'm officially
2 weeks.
I'm officially 17 weeks.
18 weeks.
No, 17 weeks.
Yeah.
18 on Tuesday. 17 weeks and
it's like by the time you
6
put
days.
out this,
By the time I put this up, I'll be like 18 or 19, maybe even 20.
You'll be like
depending on depending on my editing abilities. Family's reaction.
Good.
Yeah.
Overall.
It was actually surprisingly good. Obviously, like, I'm still only 20 and I'm not married and stuff, so
Well, we're not married.
well, yeah, we're not
it's
married.
not like you are and I'm not.
Well, yeah, we're not married, but like Jack's family are kind of like chillax about all of that stuff anyway.
What's a ring anyway?
My family, they was surprisingly good. Like my mum, I was surprised she was really happy. I think the main issue is like obviously where I haven't finished uni, and like I guess people don't really want me to like waste everything that I've done, which I'm not going to do. I'm going to finish my course because I may as well. The only one, like, also my dad's like quite strict Muslim, so that was difficult to tell him as well. He was kind of hoping that I was gonna end up with a Muslim guy eventually. and Jack's not.
I am not listening.
He's not thinking of converting anytime soon. So that was difficult, but again, he was really good eventually when he got his head around it. So yeah, I think overall they've been really understanding.
Everyone's been really excited, buying stuff already, and just trying to get involved, and which is really nice. We haven't had a negative so far.
Do you know the sex? Yes.
Kind of.
I'm not going to say it in this video because I'm going to put it up before we have an agenda reveal party, but we do kind of know the sex. So basically I was dated kind of late because when we went for the first scan, the baby wasn't laying properly, so they couldn't date it. So then by the time they told us to come back, I was already 16 weeks. And at 16 weeks they can kind of tell the gender. So she gave us an idea of the gender, but we have to go back for the anomaly scan, which is towards the end of February, and that's when they'll confirm it. So we have a preliminary
idea.
Preliminary, I can't say that word. I don't want to say that word. It's, yeah, you say it. We have a small idea of what it could be, but it needs like actual confirming before we're gonna say anything. What did we want? What gender did we want? We can say that, can't we?
We kind I think we're both not fussed, but
yeah, we want. I don't want to say want or wanted because I don't want to give anything away. But we want a girl. That's what we want. And even before I got pregnant, when we've talked about it before, we've always been like, yeah, it'd be really nice to have a girl. So, and like with me being super girly and stuff, I just always want to pass that on.
Not being very manly.
Yeah, I just think that, yeah, that's always kind of what we wanted. Do you want more? Well, I did want more, and then I had a really bad pregnancy, and now I don't.
I mean, you've only had half of it. The rest of it might be really good eventually.
Yeah, I think at the moment, if you was to ask me, I'll probably say I do want more, but I don't know if I want to carry myself because it's been really, really tough. I think for me to get pregnant again, like I would be really, really scared that it would be like this because I have like literally had it really badly.
I do kind of feel like going into it this time is different because you've never done it before. Going into it knowing what can happen, being prepared, like when you get your morning sickness, we know which anti-sickness meds you need.
6 biggest craving.
You haven't really had any. I don't think. Well, you just eat a bag of Wotsits and then decide you need to have another.
I have like 2 bags of Wotsits every day.
You've not had anything where I've had to march down the shop in the middle of the night.
You had mango juice. I asked you to get that time.
Yeah, but that's just because I was going to the shop.
No, I asked you.
That's not a craving.
No, I was on the train and I saw someone was sipping mango juice, and then I was.
I don't think that's a craving. Is like saying, "Oh, I really need to eat specifically like a pickle dipped in peanut butter."
No, I think I don't think I've had any proper cravings, but I don't know if that comes later. It might come later. Who knows? Who knows? But for now, I haven't had cravings. I've had like very specific things that I know I don't want. So like. Because my smell is really strong as well, like I can like look at something, like a restaurant for example, be like, no I don't want that, no I don't want that, yes I want that, like I can be very decisive in what I do want, but I don't think I've had any like proper cravings. Best part of being pregnant, nothing, is shit.
Buying baby clothes without being weird.
Yeah, that's actually nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we've got a lot yet, but it's nice to like be able to buy it. I've always looked at baby clothes and be like, oh my god, I really want to buy it.
Look, the best bit is the ultrasound.
I don't know.
That's been the best bit so far.
I don't that much because it hurt.
Well, yeah, but the second one was better.
Yeah, but it still.
The ultrasound and watching like your baby.
Watching a baby move.
Wriggle around and stuff is pretty cool.
Yeah, but I think when you see it on like in films or like on the television, it looks a lot more comfortable, but in actually in real life, like it's way more difficult because they spend like 5-10 minutes even trying to find the thing and like trying to like measure it properly. A lot of pressure. They have to apply a lot of pressure, so it does kind of hurt. But I don't know if that's just because I'm a pussy.
I think it's got but you've got that back womb as well, so the baby's further back, so they're scanning the belly, but baby's further towards Layla's back, so I think there's even more pressure has to be put on, which is why we had such difficulty with the first scan and baby not lying the right way and all this jiggle in your belly to try and get him to move. And
yeah, so it's not like such a simple angelic thing like everyone portrays it to be.
Yeah.
But then everyone portrays pregnancy to be amazing, and people should know that yes, it's an amazing thing, but it's bloody difficult and it's bloody hard. Worst part of being pregnant?
All of it.
The sickness and like the feeling shit, constantly feeling shit. And I mean, I know not everyone gets it like that, but I feel like I've definitely felt like it's my body, it's not my body anymore, and that's really difficult. Like I don't feel like myself. I don't feel yeah, I just feel like ill all the time. And I suppose like for some people that's a reality anyway. Like if you've got like a disease, like a chronic condition, like that's probably how they feel. But I've never really been ill that much. So for me, like I've had to go to the doctor so much, to the hospital, I've had to have all these blood tests and stuff like that, and I'm not used to that, so it's a big change, and I don't love that. I don't really like that. So
I think the sickness has been pretty bad, and it's obviously like from a guy's perspective, obviously you don't go through any of the sickness, and that side of it's a lot easier, but it's hard because it's not something you really have much power over. Like obviously you can try and make them feel comfortable, or you know, get a glass of water when, you know, after you've been sick, but it's pretty hard because you just have to sit there. And luckily, I mean, it took a really long time for us to get to a GP and get through the process where we were actually given the anti-sickness pills that worked, I think, which made things really hard. So, you know, like your Christmas was really
I
shit.
had a really bad Christmas.
Christmas wasn't great. And it wasn't until, unfortunately, it got to the point where you ended up in hospital that they finally gave some anti-sickness meds that worked.
Names picked out, we're not going to say.
Yeah. We
do have a name picked out, but I'm not going to be announcing it until the baby's born to anyone. It's just me and Jack that's going to know, so I'm going to skip that one. Who will be with you during your labour?
Hello.
At first I was like, oh yeah, it's just probably going to be Jack, but now I'm thinking I kind of like my mum there maybe, but I'm not sure.
I think you will want your mum. You'll definitely want your mum there.
I think I might.
The only issue, the issue we're going to have is where we don't live near your mum. So we live in London.
Don't say where we live, we're going to get stalked and killed.
London. It's a big place. We live in London. Layla's mum doesn't live in London and lives about an hour and a half away. And so the issue is whether she can get down from where she lives to where we are. I mean, you know, your labour more likely than not is going to last longer than an hour and a half, but you know, it's obviously difficult to...
I mean, if it doesn't, I don't need her there, like, she can come after, that's fine.
It's difficult to judge.
It's difficult to
but
plan it out.
I think you'd want her. I think she'll want to be there.
I don't know, like, I think she'd be happy to not be there, but... No, she's kind of chill about whatever I want to do, but I think, like I usually kind of want her there when I'm really like ill and stuff like that and in a lot of pain. So I think like when I was going through all the sickness I kind of wanted my mum, but so yeah, I think I might want her there. So but that's it, like I don't want anyone else there. Birth plan.
Don't have one.
Not that far along, but I do want a water birth. And I also want to try hypnobirthing.
I don't know if you're going to be able to have like a hypno water birth.
You are? Do you not understand what hypnobirthing is?
No, I do understand what it is.
It's just a technique, yeah. So why can't I do a technique in the bath?
No, it's just like your birth is turning into like some vegan's order at a Starbucks that's a semi-frappuccino with soy milk and no froth and...
No, my labour is
cold milk.
You're going to get me all the hate from the vegans. Water, number one, really calming, and I love being in the water and like swimming and stuff. So I just thought like that I would like that. I don't know if I will, but I'd rather, to be honest, I'd rather be in the water than on a hospital bed.
Yeah.
And hypnobirthing I've heard a lot of good things about since I've been pregnant. Sorry about that noise.
The guinea pigs are really active once they're on camera.
They're just like fighting all the time. So yeah, the hypnobirthing I've heard a lot of good things about, and I had some hypnotherapy to help me get through my theory of needles. Obviously being pregnant you have a lot of needles, and boy have I had my fair share. So I had that, and that really helped me. So I feel like if that helps me, then hopefully the hypnobirthing will help me. Will you film it? No.
In depth.
No, I'm not going to film it. Number one, no one would be interested in me filming it, and number two, I just would not look good.
I think we should do 2 cameras, both point of view. So like, I'll have a GoPro strapped on my head, viewing, like you.
So this is turning into like a porno now. Natural or medicated? Well, I want gas and air, but I don't really want any injections and stuff, so kind of like half and half.
I think you're going to go loopy on gas and air.
I am a bit scared of gas and air. It makes me go a bit like, what the fuck is happening?
I'm looking forward to the gas and air
You're
that
not
I will be
touching it.
siphoning off.
But I don't know. I think yes, I would probably when I get to it like some medicine, just to take the pain away. But I think something like gas and air will make me scared.
Jittery.
No, scared, because I don't like feeling dizzy and stuff like that, and I think that makes you feel dizzy. So scared about labour. Who isn't?
Well, apparently there are some people, they're like, oh my god, I just love the whole process. I mean,
They're lying.
Fuck them.
They're
for
lying.
one, but, yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely scared. I think I'm more scared that they're going to turn around and be like, oh yeah, you have to have that C-section. Not jinxing anything. But yeah, scared.
Not against C-sections.
No, not jinxing anything, because obviously I know some people will do, but I don't like cut operations. I don't like being cut open, like none of that. That's not for me.
Just natural tearing.
So yeah, I mean the whole thing's just going to be really fucking hard for someone like me who's like really sensitive to pain, really scared of just like, I don't like hospitals for one, like I don't like going into hospitals. So yeah, it's not going to be great, but afterwards there's going to be a baby, and that's what I'm going to be focused on. So what do you look forward to after pregnancy? Oh my god, everything. I can't wait. Just get it out of me.
Even the napping.
Obviously meeting the baby is going to be like amazing. That's going to be the best part. But I think also being able to get back to myself and like having my body back and being able to just like be normal.
Drink.
In that sense. No, I'm not that bothered about drinking, but yeah, just feeling normal, and because I haven't really enjoyed pregnancy so far, so yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that.
It'd be nice to put all the stuff to use as well. Like you buy stuff and it just kind of sits in a bag. So we've got like a corner, and there's just bags of clothes and toys and whatever that we've got, and you can't use it, and that's really frustrating sometimes, because you kind of want to. It's like, I want, you know, they need to be here now so we can make use of this really cute romper or something like that. So that'd be nice.
Question 16, just like breastfeed with a question mark. Yeah, I do plan to breastfeed. That's my personal choice, but I do want to make a point of saying that I don't think anyone should be made to feel bad if they choose to breastfeed or not breastfeed, because it's everyone's choice, and at the end of the day, no one should be telling you what to do with your own child. Plan to work or be a stay-at-home mum? Well, obviously at first I'm gonna stay at home, but eventually I do want to get back into work and put my degree to use. And obviously if I'm working, it's gonna make things a lot easier, because we're gonna struggle anyway with just Jack's wage. So yeah, I will plan to get back into work eventually. Will you make your own baby's food? What
yes
does
and
that
no.
mean?
So like, I think what we will hope to do, what I would like to do in the long term, would be that when we make dinner, we are going to have to eat healthier anyway, and we blend up what we have and baby can have it. But I don't know if that's always. I don't think that's always convenient. Like I think if you're home and doing like, that's one thing. I think if you're going to go round to your family, or if you're going out somewhere, like, do you want to have to, oh okay, well let's pack the food processor, let's, you know, I think occasionally having a pot of baby food.
I think, yeah, no, I think
that big a deal.
It's something I definitely need to look into. Like, I'm not really know about nutrition for babies, so I definitely want to research that. But I would say for now, like, I'd say about half and half, because I think some of the jars you can get are quite good, like is it Ella's Kitchen?
Ella's Kitchen.
And stuff like that. So I don't think they're
Not
all.
an ad. Not an ad.
I don't think they're all bad. Do you have nursery ideas / themes?
Oh, for their nursery, not where they're going. No. I think to start, it's quite nice to have it quite neutral and warm.
It's kind of difficult because where we're not living in the place that we'll be living in, we don't really have an idea of how the room looks and stuff. So I think it's difficult to say, but I think colour-wise, it's just going to be like neutral. Maybe a bit of yellow. Like,
want some wall sticker.
I think like it's fine to have like bursts of like blue or pink. That's fine. And I'm not like gonna assign a colour to the baby. Like, it's whatever. So
we kind of see. So we've seen things like cots and
we've started
changing tables that we like.
I think just a really neutral setting where they're gonna sleep, because obviously the main thing you want is for the baby to sleep.
Just
so that
calm,
you can sleep.
Comfortable environment that's nice.
But also, like, obviously Instagrammable, like,
obviously.
That's got to be a thing.
It's obviously the only thing that matters.
Yeah. So, that's the end of the video. Well, it's the end of the tag. I don't know if I've gone into, like, massive detail, but I'm going to upload the videos that I do, like, of my weekly, or it's not even been that, like, it's been maybe monthly videos since I found out I was pregnant. And, like, that might give you more of an insight of like how I've been feeling and what I've been doing and stuff like that. But yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll either make another video or just like answer them in the comments. But yeah, it's an exciting journey. It's definitely going to be an adventure. Like, there's so many things that we have to sort out before the baby comes. It's a little bit scary, but hopefully we'll get them done, and then by the time the baby's here, we'll just be like, relax.
Yeah. And get used to not sleeping.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Slowly hating each other.
But it's definitely something I want to document, which is why I've tried to document it as much as I can. Obviously, I know I don't have like loads of people that are that interested, but it's like, it's mainly for me, to be honest, because I like to look back and stuff and be like, oh, this is what I was doing at this time. So yeah, I will be documenting it more, and maybe doing some like baby hauls and stuff like that. If there's anything you want to see in particular, then do let me know. But yeah, I think that is everything. Do you have anything to say? Are you excited about fatherhood?
I am. I'm looking forward to it. It's weird. I don't know. I like, you know, that I've always wanted to be like a younger dad. But at the same time, being younger means you don't necessarily have everything planned out. So it's hard. But maybe like what Layla will probably end up doing is offering maybe a bit of a different view of pregnancy that isn't all how wonderful it is and how glowy you are and stuff like that, because as much as it is a lovely thing, it's a brilliant thing, the actual process of it can be a lot harder than is sometimes shown online, and it'd be good to have that out there.
Yeah, for sure.
People to feel
inclusive. And I'll be writing some blog posts about that as well, so if you want to check that out, I'll have a link in the down bar. But yeah. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video, which hopefully won't be too long, but do bear with me during this busy time. Yeah, that's all I have to say, and I hope you're having a lovely day, and I will see you very soon. Bye guys.
Bye.